YouTube channel. That's it. So I have a lot to talk about in regards to Sean Diddy Combs, a lot to unpack because, I haven't been talking about the case lately because I've been so focused on the election. But now that the election is over and we have a new president, new 47th president, Donald Trump, now I can focus on Sean Diddy Combs. So, as we all know, that Courtney Burgess has gave evidence to the feds of the 11 flash drives of the sex tapes that implicate Sean Diddy Combs. Now, before he did that, he went on a podcast and spoke to a gentleman, which I do not know, in regards to the 11 flash drive. And Courtney Burgess dropped some names. And the names that he dropped, I already knew in my head that most likely they were going to be on the tapes. But the other names, I'm like, One particular name that he mentioned, I was kind of shocked. I'm not going to lie to you. The rest of the names, I wasn't shocked. And then another name, I never heard of this name before. But the name that he mentioned, obviously Justin Bieber, Usher, Mary J. Blige, Danny Boy. I don't know who Danny Boy is, but if anyone can tell me who Danny Boy is, I would gladly appreciate it. Obviously, I can do my research and look up Danny Boy, but I never heard of that name before. Is he a rapper? Is he a celebrity? Is he like a producer? I don't know, but I will find out who Danny Boy is. Also, I did mention Mary J. Blige, but he mentioned Snoop Dogg. I'm like, what? No, Snoop Dogg can't be in one of those sex tapes, those flash drives. It can't be. Maybe he got the name wrong, but apparently he said that Snoop Dogg is on the tapes as well. And I'm like, no, it can't be. I don't know if it's true or not. I really don't know, but he's the, Courtney Burgess is the one that dropped the names on the names that's on the flash drive, including Sean Diddy Combs was in the tapes as well. And like he said in the interview that, these celebrities were drugged, they were coherent, they wasn't there, they didn't know what was happening. So I was very shocked when Courtney Burgess mentioned Snoop Dogg. I'm like, how? Can it be? Is it possible? Is it really possible? I'm not really 100% sure. But when I read Kim's Porter last words in chapter 9, the title is Going Back to Cali, and I'm just going to read some of it. It says, we had a wild night. It was after one of Sean's infamous parties. Everyone was there, and we were not only had threesomes, but we had a swap partners. I guess swingers, swap partners, I don't know. Our sex life was crazy, but I got to do things with Sean I could never have been able to do with a straight man. Sean cared about me, but Sean cared about me, but was becoming more and more obsessed, more obsessed that he preferred men. I was beginning to think that I was there more to cover his wild desires, which I do believe. I feel like, probably Sean Diddy Combs had more preference towards men than women, and I just feel like he used like Kim Porter and other women that he used to date just to cover it up, because again, back in those days, the 90s, it was very taboo. A lot of people didn't talk about it, about their sexuality, or they prefer men versus women. So I get that, and I can see that happening as well. And I'm just going to continue on. Okay. More to cover his desires than because he really wanted to be with me. He was like Caesar, every woman man and every man woman. But truthfully, at that stage, I was becoming okay with it. I woke up and left the bathroom when I was with Jana Pickett, and Sean happened to be coming out of the bathroom with XXX. Now, when I read this chapter, I was trying to figure out, in the life of me, who is XXX? Who is she referring to XXX? Then, when Courtney Burgess did this podcast, and he even said XXXXXX refers to Snoop Dogg. I'm like, what? No, this can't be. this cannot be. Is this possible? This is Snoop Dogg in this chapter, and as Snoop Dogg is XXXXX. I'm just still trying to wrap my brain behind this, if this is really true. So I'm going to continue on reading. With Will Smith, yes, XXXXX attended the parties from time to time. I could see him with Will kind of snuggling on the on the bed together. I was grateful I wasn't asked to join in that room. I didn't really like XXXXX. Sean smiled when he saw me. And I'm just going to stop it there, and then you can read the rest. So, I'm trying to read this chapter over and over again to find some clues in regarding to this. If this is possible, it could be Snoop Dogg. I don't know unless the tapes are, unless we watch the tapes. But obviously the tapes is not going to be out there unless someone leaked the tapes. Because I know the feds have them. I know other people have the tapes as well. So we will never know probably, or we probably would know. I'm not sure, but he's seen the tapes. The feds has saw the tapes already. And I know Sean Diddy lawyers and his teams are not very happy about this, because what can they say? They're going to say the tapes are fake, the flash drives are fake, these are not, these people that Sean Diddy Combs drugged and had sex with without their consent. Like, these are celebrities, and they were minors at the time. And the people that were implicated with this, could be charged as well, if it's true. And I believe that Sean Diddy Combs' attorneys probably saw the tapes, watched the flash drives, so they've probably seen what was on it, and what can they say? I believe that maybe they're trying to tell Sean to work a deal with the feds, but knowing that how Sean Diddy Combs is and how arrogant he is and smug, I don't think he's going to make a deal. I think he's just going to wait until trial next year and see how it goes, which I feel like that's a stupid move on his part, that you have this incredible damaging evidence against you, that your face is on these flash drives with you having sex with underage minors, okay, drugging them without their consent. They didn't even know what was happening, and you just want to continue with this trial, to continue with the shenanigans when the proof is right there in the pudding. Like, it's a wrap. You should just make a deal and serve your time. But I don't think he's going to do that, even though I believe that his attorney advised him to do that. But I believe he's just going to have his day in court, his day in trial, and plead his case that he was probably set up, it wasn't him, someone's trying to frame him, the FBI, every excuse in the book that he probably going to try to think of to get off of this. But if the proof is there, what can you say? What can you do? Just plead guilty. Just plead guilty and make an apology to all the victims that you were wrong, you did what you did, and you need help. You need help. What Sean Diddy needs help. What he has done over the last decade, okay? And no one hasn't said anything until now, which I'm happy that someone is stepping up and saying something. As apparently this eyewitness, he already testified at court. He already gave the evidence to the feds. So I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea, but I'm going to stay tuned with this trial, this case, and everything, because there's going to be more people going to come out and expose Sean Diddy Combs. Like people were saying, this book is not true. It's a lie. I believe it's not. I believe that what Kim wrote in this book, whoever wrote it, I believe Kim Porter wrote this book. I believe she had a journal or a diary, and she was telling her truth, and she was telling her story, and she wanted the people to see what kind of monster this man is. And Sean Diddy Combs is a monster. He's a pathetic human being for doing this to innocent men and women. So we just have to stay tuned and wait for more. I believe there's going to be more tapes leaking out. People are trying to get them. People are trying to sell them to the highest bidder. So I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple months towards the new year that some tape is going to leak out in the internet, and we're just going to watch and see who is going to be exposed. And if this is true about Snoop Dogg, I have to say I'm surprised. I thought I wouldn't be shocked, but Snoop Dogg, I used to listen to Snoop Dogg. I used to listen to him, and just him going. It's not even him going that way, because you can do that. I don't care about that. It's just like the fact that he probably knew what Sean Diddy Combs was doing, drugging these people, raping them. That's the thing that I'm trying to fathom with. That if he knew about this and he didn't say anything, he didn't say or do anything. And he have kids himself, grown children. So that's the heartbreaking thing, that if he was involved and if he was in it and then he didn't say anything, and then if he attend some of the freak off parties and he didn't say anything, that's kind of messed up. That's very messed up and wrong, and he should be convicted as well. And it, just like I said, anyone that was involved in a sex party and having sex with underage women and men and having prostitutes and all that stuff, they should be accountable. They should be charged for that. I don't think anyone should be just get a free pass. Like I said, no one's above the law. You break the law, you got to do the time. You got to do the time. And that's all I have to say about that. I'm going to keep you guys updated in regards to the Sean Diddy case. I'm going to stay tuned on this. I am going to know more about this this whole situation. So we're going to stay tuned. We're going to buckle up, Buttercup, because there's going to be more of this case. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back next time. Bye.
Like, I won't watch a man and a female having sex. You understand? Only person I'm watching is myself. You understand? I'm not watching no man, period.
Right.
He speak about, he told Diddy and all of them that they was coming for him. But I see him in the car with Diddy. You understand? We should have been driving for Biggie. You understand? I respect Mace what Mace said about him. You understand? He didn't go because why he gonna be around people who don't like him?
How did you get involved initially with the? Because we're talking about Kim's Lost Words.
Yeah. Because I knew Kim back from Uptown.
Oh, okay.
Way back then. Heavy D, all of them. I knew way back then. You know, because don't forget, Pac and B was friends. You understand? I mean, Diddy was associates. The problem was Pac was sleeping with all the girls that Diddy wanted. From Madonna to Jada Pickett to Kim Porter to anybody else. I'm not sure about Cassidy. I don't think he was Cassidy. But, you know, that bothered her. So, you know, nothing to take away from Kim Porter. Any female, I'm not going to say her. Females like to be on top. Men have destiny. We got destiny. Females have dreams. So every female wants that white picket game in the big house. So I understand. You understand? Not saying Pac was broke, because he wasn't broke. He just wasn't ready to make her his wife. You know
so basically, initially, Pac had Kim Porter first before Diddy got involved with her. Okay.
I got the email 6 months before she died. Before she got sick.
So she was still alive when you got it.
She was still alive.
Oh wow.
So I didn't take no of it. You understand? To go into it like it is now. But maybe got into. I got a phone call after she died. So I started doing my homework. Andre Harrell, Black Rob, Craig Mack. Even what happened to Albie Shore, Heavy D, a man from Def Jam. I can't think of his name right now. There was too many murders around.
All these mysterious
his name kept floating up. And that's when I did the book. Okay. I took it in. I didn't alter. I just dropped it and let it print up just how it was sent to me. So I got another phone call after she died. I said, "What you do with it?" I said, "I got to get this book out." So I got a phone call from a guy named Wade. He had an iPod. He got a crime TV, and I spoke to him. I said, "How you get the book?" He said, "I got it from such and such." He said, "Yo, you talk to this guy named Ty Chris." I said, "Yeah, Chris Todd." I said, "Yeah." talked to him. We made a deal partnership. And, you know, I told him I ain't want to be the face of it and let him be the face. And everything he said was true. You know, it's the same book. The book changed because it had Kim Porter face. So I like to apologize to the family of Kim Porter for putting her face. Let her rest in peace. This is for not to bring down Kim Porter. It's just to fulfill her dream that she wanted her story out. You know what I'm saying?
So the original book that was on Amazon that had her face on there, that's not the original book, correct?
It's the PG book.
The PG. Oh,
it's the PG. This one got the director chair. I call him the director. I call Diddy the director because you can't go nowhere. You can't move to the next level unless you sit on his lap. So when he say action, you got action. You understand? And it's proven. Look at Rick Ross. Rick Ross wasn't doing nothing after Every Damn Hustler until he started sitting on the Diggler lap. You understand? Even Snoop. You understand? And a lot of more people, their career went up when they sat on this man's lap. That's the director. You understand?
Oh man.
And that's why a lot of them sold their soul to be on the director chair.
Tell us some of the differences between the PG version of the book and the R-rated. Like, what was changed in the to the PG version?
The rated book got Snoop letting Diddy rub on his hand.
Damn.
You understand? And that's where one of the X's come from, Snoop.
Can you hold it up a little bit more? Let me see how that. Oh yeah, dang.
You understand? We don't hold our man hand. We shake it and get it back in our pocket.
Right.
You understand? They got Diddy and Neo. And if you heard Neo's wife call him Little Diddy, that he like freak off, get high and get freak off. They all baby oil you up.
Oh man, what the hell is that?
You understand?
Yeah.
The eyes
not
wide.
him and the son. That's his son, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Damn.
And you got Andre Harrell. He hugged up like they finished tongue kissing.
Yeah.
You know, we don't hug on our boys like that, sitting that close on each other's lap. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Snoop and Diddy, you know, in an appropriate way. But the reason why they in there is speak about that. And with Biggie. Now, how you rolling with Pac? Just a big question for everybody. If Pac came to death row and he was there, he went to court with you. You on, you know, death row. You about to do some time. So, and I ain't talking about the record label, the murder charge. How do you find yourself with somebody rolling with you, like rolling with you, and you with his allies? You sweet with his allies. Snoop's son grew up with Diddy's son, and we know it. We just see how far he was doing. He was a double agent. You understand? He was a double agent for the record labels, and he was a snitch for the LAPD. You understand? When he had the murder, he got caught with some weed. Should went to bail him out, but he was already released with no paperwork.
Damn.
He bought his way out of a rape charge of 2 white 15-year-old young ladies. You understand? He don't respect no females. The black females, he put dog chains around. You understand? So he's no better. He just got his own type of way. You understand? We was at a party, well, a show, again at the park. Nas and Jungle, that's Nas' brother, was coming out. Pop, that's was going in. Turned around, Snoop made his way out, ran, left his sneaker. You know, he wear Converse, tied up like Gilligan. But he take off running. You understand? Pac and Nas, they exchanged friendly words. They hugged, made peace. They went to the right, we went to the left, we go in the park. Snoop caught up with us with a sneaker, tied up. Yo, I thought it wasn't that serious. But you walk around.
Snoop just automatically assumed that something was going to go down and he took off running?
Yeah.
Dang.
But see, that tell you that, you understand, we deep. You got cats from Montclair, New and Day. You got cats from Death Row. We deep. 75 or 100 deep. You understand? Who going to shoot? You understand? Who going to do some shooting? It probably would have been a fist fight before it would have been a shootout. But he took off running. Now it's confronted like, yo, it wasn't that serious. You understand? So when you talk about you gangster, you this and that, you're not gangster.
How did you feel, man, just seeing Snoop take off? I know, was y'all clowning him later on after that happened?
At that time, I already knew he wasn't a stand-up person.
Oh.
He just was a rapper. Like, you got